So eslint is now working with Visual Studio Code. However, you may notice that it's only working with .js files. Let's say we had an index.html file, and let's say, for example, we had some code that included a script, and let's just use the same code as we had before. Where are the errors? So this is where plugins come into play. So if you just go to Google and type in eslint plugins, you will see there's a GitHub page called Awesome eslint, and listed are all the different plugins for eslint. And the one that we want is called HTML. So we'll click on that, and it tells you how to install it and how to configure it. So let's do that. Let's install this. Let's go to our command line and type in npm install save dev eslint plugin HTML. So now that's done. Now, can we use it right now? Let's see what happens. So if we say eslint index.html, because we're using a local installation, it's not recognizing eslint. We have to do the you have to access it through this method and see what happens. Interesting. So it actually, no, it didn't work at all. It's complaining about the exclamation mark, which is not at all related to JavaScript. So we forgot to include the configuration file. So let's do that now. So let's edit our eslint. There it is. So actually, we'll just do it within Visual Studio Code. There it is. So let's just change that and paste in our plugins. So plugins HTML, that should work. So now if we go back to our command line, let's get out of here and try it again. Now we should get the proper errors as we saw before. However, if we go back to our Visual Studio Code, it's still not detecting or showing up here, and that's because we have to link it up somehow. If you check our extensions eslint documentation, you'll notice that there are some options here, and one of them is eslint.validate. So by default, it has JavaScript, but it doesn't have the HTML, and that's what we want. So we have to manually input this configuration inside Visual Studio Code settings. So one way to do that is to click on File, Preferences, Settings, and in here is where we'll type in eslint.validate. I'm going to press Tab, and it magically fills everything, and we'll just add in HTML. Save. Now let's take a look at our HTML file, and voila, it has the errors that we want.